very interesting what you said there, because it just triggered something. I've done over 3,000 hours of research on this journey, and one of the critical parts of the research was to research people who had met Donald Trump, people who had met Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, even somebody came to me with Prince Philip, they've met him, and all of these people, even Barack Obama, and even the Clintons, and it's very interesting that nobody that had met Donald Trump had a bad word to say about him, not even his ex-wives. Yeah. And yet the other group of people that I referred to, the one consistent comment was there was absolutely no life in their eyes. Mm-hmm. Yep. No sign of life. Yep. It's very interesting. These people had actually met them firsthand. I talked to them firsthand, and that was the consistent thing. With all this hatred going out for Donald Trump, yesterday I spoke to Melody Kay, Melody Kay, Melody Crow, who worked for Donald Trump for a number of years, and knew the man. And she said he was kind, he was caring, he knew your name, he knew your birthday, you were always invited every year for food to eat as a family. And he was a very good person. And the only people he ever got rid of were people that were lazy and that weren't working properly.
Well, that's it. I mean, when he was in the hospital with the coronavirus or COVID or the China virus, whatever you want to call it, that he was in there and he was getting pizzas delivered all day for all the people that were outside there in support of him, you know. And you see video clips where he comes out of hotels or he comes from doing his rallies, and there might be a chauffeur there, or there might be someone there giving, that's transporting the cars and the vehicles, and he will tip them. You see him pull his own money out of his back pocket, and he gives them, he tips them, and he's a very generous man. And you see, you're 100% right in what you're saying, that everyone that says that they meet him says how nice he is, and it's so strange why the media try and make him out to be like, why is this guy Hitler, and all saying all these bad things, like, it's nuts. But I've stumbled upon, I haven't dug too deep, I haven't gone too deep down the rabbit hole, but whether Trump is actually a reincarnation of something, like whether he's a reincarnation of Apollo, or whether not saying is the second coming of Christ. I mean, if you want to go on a fantasy journey, I mean, he could be something called biblical, which is giving him that sort of that power and that sort of advantage and that step ahead, because he may be that prophecy.
Do you know what? You might have something there. I hadn't even thought of that. You might well have something there because of the fact that God has put his hand on him without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
The question could well be, is he a reincarnation of something from our past that was beautiful? Because the way that he's being managed and the way that he's running.
Yeah.
That's a very valid point.
I'll send you something, Charlie, after this, okay. And something that I stumbled upon. But I seen this video. I think it might have been early 2000s, but obviously it was pre-presidential sort of terms. But he talks about the Bible, and someone questions him because they go, they don't call him a religious man, but you see these photos of inside his Trump Tower, and he's got, like, I think Apollos on the ceiling and stuff like that. But this
was beautiful because the way that he's being managed and the way that he's running. That's a very valid point.
I'll send you something, Charlie, after this, and something that I stumbled upon. But I seen this video. I think it might have been early 2000s, but obviously it was pre-presidential sort of terms. But he talks about the Bible, and someone questions him because they go, oh, you know, they don't call him a religious man, but you see these photos of inside his Trump Tower, and he's got, like, I think Apollos on the ceiling. And stuff like that, but this interview in the Trump Tower, they talk about the book and talk about the Bible, and he says that he's got a Bible, but he's got a special Bible, and all these people give him these Bibles and stuff like that, and he puts them in this little special room, and he's just like, he talks about, you know, that he goes to church every Sunday when he can, or Christmas and Easter, but the way he words it, it's very calculative in what he says, where, you know, he doesn't want to mislead, but there's a secret that's behind it, you know. And you look at Trump Tower, and it goes on to saying, like, there's like this sort of upside down pyramid on the side of Trump Tower, which is like they've got these trees there, and it's like the upside down pyramid, and there's like these trees that are planted in this sort of sequence through the tower, and then there's like 7 pillars on top, and it represents some biblical. I don't think it's the Tower of Babylon, but it represents something biblical in this documentary thing I watched. But I'll send it to you, and you can see it. But it's magical. It's
amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now we're in an amazing time right now. You know, it's so enjoyable to watch. Having known beforehand what was going to happen, having known the destination, not the journey. I knew the destination, I knew the start point, but the journey's been an amazing journey.
Yeah, well, it has. I mean, for me, I was going through a little bit of a darkness, probably